Good morning YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the second video I'm doing today. It is just going to be a general greenhouse update, and now that it's October, there's lots to talk about. October is a transitional month for me. A lot happens in October, and as we go through the tour, I'm just going to sort of touch base on what's going on here in the greenhouse, what we have to do to prepare the greenhouse for winter. September is great. October is a transition. November, lots of storms can come in for November. November is a much colder month for us here. So you'll notice there's a few lights going on in the greenhouse now. After equinox there, when it was a balance of 12 hours of light, now that we're past that by a few weeks, we're already starting to really notice the decrease in illumination in here in the afternoon hours. And even a little bit of a slowdown of plant growth, I'm sure. It's going to be happening. I know, just doing the math, by about the end of October, we're down to about 10 hours of light in here. So we lose, in about 5 weeks, we lose about 2 hours of light, which is a huge amount of light to lose. As soon as you lose that much light and you're down to 10 hours of light, these plants, they know they're not in the tropics anymore. They know they're not getting at least 12 hours of light, and they really start to go sort of into winter mode themselves. So I've started, as I say, with a few lights for the evenings. They're not on in the daytime. It's still nice and bright in here right now. It is a cloudy day outside today. Our nighttime lows are just hovering above 10 Celsius or 50 Fahrenheit. But they're going to continue to slowly trickle down as well. For the tour today, I'll show you a few plants. Lots are coming out in spike. So there's a few things in bloom, but lots and lots of spikes. This is the time of year that all the oncidiums start to send up the spikes. They're a little early this year, actually. I think it's due to the increased light in this greenhouse. I'm used to them being probably a month further behind, so this is great. They're starting to send up their spikes already. Hopefully we're going to have lots of spikes for Christmas this time instead of for January and February. I want to show you this guy first. He is a wonderful little oncidium hybrid. He is actually an Ontonium right there. I don't know if you can see that. And it is a tropical heat wave, he's called. He's just a hybrid. Good little plant. I haven't seen this guy bloom in 2 years though. Last year, this guy was sending up a spike in the winter time, and he was getting quite big. You can see buds on it and everything. I came in one morning and a slug had chewed right through the stem, and the whole thing was just gone. So what do? You can't do anything at that point. I cut it off a little bit lower, and it sent out new growth early because it didn't go through its blooming. So we got this bloom a little bit earlier. So that's nice, but quite a beautiful plant. I really like it. You would have seen this in videos, but not for a couple of years. So I'll put this guy back, and then why don't we get started on the tour? Alright, so as usual, we will start and we will do sort of a clockwise rotation here. You're off the tripod. My tripod it broke over the week. I had to glue some pieces back together and it just doesn't move quite so well now, so I'll have to pick up another one. Why don't we get this guy started right away? Beautiful Cattleya out in bloom. This guy is, I'm just going to head to the tag there. Picked this guy up for $5 a few years ago. I think it was a good score. This one here is beautiful as well. It's one of my few mounted plants, and it's nicely in bloom. Cattleya family. I'm going to show you the tag again. It's a complex cross, so there it is there. Now, a great guy in my Orchid Society actually raises these guys. He flasks them, cross them. This is his plant here, so I know the original person who made that seedling. Cockle shell orchid is doing great as always. One stem is done. Until it's actually yellow, I'm not going to cut it off because they can keep going. We got another one out here though. This guy is just going to produce tons this year. There's another spike on him. And I saw one more somewhere. Back over there. He's in there. Seedling tillandsias. You can see them there. The vanilla's back in there. You can see the potting mix there. We'll follow the vine up. The old stem rotted away. I couldn't believe it. So now it's just on a bamboo stem. It's growing quite well. It's grown probably 14 inches this summer. Let's see. This one is a beautiful one here. I love red flowers. Red is awesome. Look at how nice those look. 2 spikes for this guy. I'll grab the tag. Now I'm just going to show you the tag there. Stefan Eisler. There's another spike of it over there. Sundew Paradoxa is back up in the bright location, trying to flower away. This one is a first-time bloomer for me. It's an epidendrum, I know that much. It doesn't have a tag though, so I don't know what it is. It has a beautiful smell to it. I have a hybrid that looks like it has this in it, but it's a green flower. It's green with pink. Beautiful smell to it though. A bunch of spikes down there in that front corner you can see coming out. That's one of the yellow dancing ladies. This guy here. Somebody asked me about this a while back. Yes, I have one. Bacteria spectabilis. It flowered for me. I did have it in a video. The flower is long since gone. This thing grows roots like crazy. It's kind of stalled since it flowered though. It hasn't put on new growth, so I'm hoping soon. Another spike on a mounted Cattleya. This is a sad looking dendrobium. It's just gone backwards. It keeps flowering, but it goes backwards. This is a hibiki. It's sad. Beautiful Vanda here. It's actually an Ascocenda. That guy will be out in bloom for months, it seems. He's a very reliable bloomer. My Millennium Witchcraft is back up on the top shelf. I'm gonna see, you can see below my finger there in the old spike and then a new spike coming up. And on the other side we have another spike. So we have 2 spikes on my Millennium Magic Witchcraft. There is a look at the upper shelf there. As you can see, I put stuff in little trays so that when I water, that guy's top heavy. When I water, I stop watering as soon as I see water in the bottom, and then it doesn't really fall to the shelves below. These are all the Oncidiums on this shelf here. Lots are coming out in spike. You can see a lot of, what do they call these guys? The little tiny ones, Oncidium twinkles. Lots of spikes on the twinkles. I have a few different twinkles that are coming out in spike. Another one over here. I pollinated this Tillandsia's blooms. That was that pink one that was blooming in the summertime, and I have some seed pods. Way down low, you can see there on the ground, we have some spikes here coming up from this guy here, which I also forget the name, Lilea anceps. So that's the plant there. Some big pseudobulbs and huge spikes. It's got to go on the floor because the spikes get so big. Cephalotus, they're doing quite well. This guy's kind of gone backwards a bit. I'm not too worried. The growth points are quite active. More Cephalotus seedlings. Some of the seedlings are starting to get adult pictures now. That guy is rare as sandsight. That one is a red form. They're both adult pictures, so I'm excited about that. Right below me is a big Maxillaria that's in bloom. Reliable bloomer there. Haven't done much of an update on the Plumerias this year. They haven't done much. There's my seedlings. And I'll swing you back over this way for 2 reasons. One, we don't want to miss this guy. The black orchid is still blooming here. This is a Maxillaria. See if we can focus on it. It's got 3 more flowers on it. And it looks like a bunch more spikes coming out on this side here. So that's good. That one is the Maxillaria Junkekina. I wanted to show you the Plumeria down there, the one that had the bacterial rot over the winter. It came out with 2 little side shoots and then did nothing for the whole summer. Just nothing. I kept it in the warmest, sunniest spot. It got morning and afternoon sun right till late evening and nothing. Those Vandas are finished blooming now. They're hanging back up. Let's see if I can undo this with one hand. I'm trying to get into the chamber here. There is one of the fertilizers I use. Everybody asks what I use. That's a 24-8-16. And hold on one second. Alright, we're back. I had to put you down there. So if we peek in here, everything's nice and toasty in here. My bical is doing great. Good little pictures coming out. Lots of fangs. Truncata's got new pictures right in your face. Ampularia's doing good. Rafflesiana's noticing the lack of light. Its pitches are dying. Way over there is a Clipeda. It's growing away quite quickly too. I'll close that back up. And that's the front half of the greenhouse. I got myself a new sprayer down there, a big pump sprayer. The Velosas are not in the chamber right now. At this point on sunny or on cool afternoons and mornings, I actually take them out and then they can go under the lights and get a little bit brighter light. It's only 68 degrees in here right now since it's early morning. There is another Lilea anceps. Look at the spikes on that guy coming. I think there's a few seed pods on the Tillandsias there. Definitely a new spike on one of the paths right there. Moving over into the cooler side. By cooler I mean temperature, not necessarily cooler. Some Mastivalias and Draculas are out. Dracula Lotax, just about out. There's lots of spikes everywhere. I have a few pots of it, and they're all spiking away, so that's good. Draculas hate the summertime. It's too hot, it's too dry, it's probably too bright. They really appreciate fall and spring. This guy's still looking pretty good. One time last week, I swear I smelt some raspberries on it. Now, I'll start showing you some upper pictures of the Miranda here. It's doing really, really well. Some beautiful upper pictures. Good size. There's my hand compared to it. Nice looking uppers. They're attached to the wire. They wrap themselves around. And yeah. There's another upper picture like way in here. There is a nice little mini fowl. Got him for $1 at Home Depot. What else? Here's my Hoya. It's my only Hoya. And somewhere on it, I swear I seen a bloom spike. Don't know where it would be now. There's the Miranda. Lots and lots of pictures on it this time of year. You can see down here, look at them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one just opened there. 5. Another one here. 6. One hanging through the wire at the back there. 7. Dracula Polyphemus. Looking pretty good. I love him. He's red and fuzzy. Since we're down here, a good view of the Scaphocephalum. Those little stems, they keep blooming over and over again, so you never cut them off. Makes it really hard to transplant it because it has like 100 bloom spikes on it at any given time. It's loving the cool weather as well. Loving it. I've hung up a few Nepenthes, just trying to get them as much light as they can for this time of year. They may have cooked up there in the summertime, but they're going to do good for the winter up there. Sanguinea. What else do we have? Nepenthe seeds starting to germinate, as you can see there. That was a very successful germination. I'll do a video on how I did it later. A few other seedlings there. Any of these cups you see, they have seeds in. Raja, Dubia, Niagara. Macrophylla's got a nice picture on there. Mikei, Hamadas. Hamada Catopasa. Lowii. He's got a little bit of fuzz under his lid now. For anybody that knows what a Lowii is, you know what I'm talking about. You can see a few little hairs. Tenuous. Vichii. intermus. Not going to focus on him. There he is. Behind there is a ventricosa. He's doing awesome. His upper vine is a little bit yellower, but that just could be because he's getting more light. Up above here we have Bongso. Very black pictures on him. Some new pictures starting on the Eddie Cross Burbigiae. Little tiny Jacqueline picture. Sibuensis. While we're down here, there's lots of pretty little masdevallias out. There's a bulbophyllum out. Little tiny white flowers on them. Another masdevallia. I love this guy here. Exquisita. He's got a fern growing in his pot. While we're down here, this guy's still going strong. It won't be for much longer though. That's a Zygopetalum. Beautiful orchid. Beautiful orchid. There are some upper pictures on the Spectabilis. There's one there. Another one just forming. Another one over there. A few more there. The basils down below have tons of little pictures on. Some lower pictures down here. There's lots of them everywhere. Beautiful plant. The ventricosa is in behind it. It's loaded with pictures as well. It did good this year. It grew several feet. Miltoniopsis. He kind of stayed cup shape. Kind of weird. I can't get in too close because of the Zygopetalum at the ground here, but a few more Draculas. I like this guy too. He's kind of yellow and red, really fuzzy. This one's a much smaller Dracula, but I like him too. You can see some of the lights. I just use tin foil as a reflector so it doesn't blind me. There's a Velosa. They're actually doing pretty well, actually. Densiflora. Totaliensis. Edwardsiana. Pitopangea. Bigger Edwardsiana. Burbigiae. Ephipiata. Raja. Tenuis. Linguata. Trusmaniensis. Jamban. He's looking really well. Looking really good. Good sized pictures on him. Lots of them too. Clibrata. And this is the newest Diatus picture. He's starting to form. A decent size Platychilla lower up there. And if you look up, we have some Hematocross Platychillas. Good sized pictures. I'll get that in focus in just a sec. There we go. Well, we're up here. I will show you. Oh, that's a spatulata about to picture. Show you one of my newest orchids here. This is an epidendrum. Beautiful. I love him. He's so cute in miniature. Big flowers for his size. There's the tag. Epidendrum porpax. Beautiful plant anyways. Very succulent like. Leathery leaves. Hellies are doing good. Heterodoxa. Himentensis. Neblinae. Pucella. Saracenoides. A couple minors in the next row, just to name some in the front. They're all looking quite well. They're Liking the temperatures, but not liking the lack of light. I have to get some lights over these guys soon too. It is just going to be too dark in here for the winter. Another Masdevallia there. That's Masdevallia Angel Frost. Can't quite reach the things, but it has little white hairs on its flowers. One of my frags is finally in spike here. This guy is Frag Andine Fire. So that's good. This guy, he skipped blooming last year too. I don't think he got enough light in the old greenhouse. It was just getting too compact in there. But this year he got lots of light. Another little Masdevallia down here. Full bloom. I like Masdevallias. They're so tiny, so dainty. Lycastes are on the ground there. They're going to be dropping their leaves soon. Dendrobium phalaenopsis. And Utricularia over there. And that is basically a whole tour of the greenhouse. So, as I say, I'm going to have lots to do in October. Finish bubble wrapping, get some good insulation on there. Finish the lighting. Make sure the heating is all up and running properly. It's been so warm in here at night that in the evenings, even now, I leave the door open a crack to cool it down until I go to bed. But yes, there we go. Greenhouse tour for August. I'm sure we'll talk again about stuff to do in in October. We're going to talk about more stuff to do in October, near the end of October. That is when we stop watering a lot of our plants for the winter time. So I'll be doing a video on which plants need to have a dry winter rest and which plants don't. So make sure you join me for that one. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thanks for watching.